Greetings nerds and virgins, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be going through Kevin Lee's midlife crisis, but before we start, can you like and subscribe? I'm getting views, but I want some subscribers as well since I'm building a community here. So please subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo, hop on the shadow train. But yeah, so basically, if you guys haven't been kept in the loop, Kevin Lee has been letting his Twitter fingers go wild, and basically I'm going to read you some of the stuff he's been putting out. So it all started when Kevin Lee tweeted out, "I've been on social media since 2014. I have 320,000 followers on Instagram, 100k on X, and 80k on TikTok, and I've never made $1. I honestly don't know how to monetize the platform I have. Anybody have some tips? Would give a percentage for some good direction." Now I have a theory about this tweet, which I will get into after I read the next tweet. So somebody responded with, "Brother, your literal sibling is Keith Lee," which Kevin Lee responded with, "I know, it's crazy, right?" So my theory is that tweet he put out about advice on getting monetized on social media, saying he'll give someone a percentage if they direct him, I think he's low-key subtweeting his brother Keith Lee. This is just my personal theory, but I think he's tweeting all this because he wants Keith Lee to give him a helping hand, which I find a little funny because I remember in an interview with Ariel Helwani a long time ago, before Kevin Lee's brother, Keith Lee, who is a famous TikTok food reviewer, before he blew up, he was also a professional fighter fighting in Bellator, and he just lost a fight via rear naked choke against Jornel Lugo in the first round. Ariel Helwani asked Kevin Lee about his thoughts on his brother's fight, and well, this was his response.
By the way, your brother just fought, right?
Yeah. Don't want to speak on that too much, to be honest with you.
Okay, fair enough. I just was wondering if you were there.
No. I stay here in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my brother, our own people.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
As you can see, Kevin Lee was pretty dismissive of his brother when he was at his lowest, saying, "Me and my brother are our own people," sort of implying that he doesn't want his brother's fighting to reflect his fighting, which fair enough, but also, like, you can't expect a helping hand from your brother now that he's up. When he was at his lowest, you gave him the cold shoulder. You didn't even attend to watch his fight. Still though, Keith Lee gave his brother help in the past by giving his restaurant a good review, and I'm sure if Kevin Lee went to him directly and asked him for a helping hand with the social media stuff, Keith Lee would be more than happy to give him one. It also seems like Kevin Lee might be going broke because he also tweeted out, "If someone can come up with 10k, they can buy this account," talking about his Twitter account. By the way, when I say Twitter, I mean X. I just find Twitter super easy to say a lot of times, so that's why I'm going to keep calling it Twitter. But bro is really trying to auction off his Twitter account as if he's broke. Listen, I know UFC fighter pay isn't the best, but Kevin Lee has fought in the UFC 19 fucking times. He's got 3 performance of the night bonuses, which altogether from the bonuses alone he's made $150,000. But then you take into account he's main evented UFC Fight Night, he's main evented a UFC pay-per-view, he fought for the UFC title. Then you take into account sponsorships and merch sales. Like, I would be super confident in saying Kevin Lee has made 7 figures in his UFC run. So my question is, who the fuck is his financial advisor for him to be going on Twitter saying he's selling his account for $10,000? He also tweeted out, "Who needs peace and sanity anyways?" So I do hope he's in the right state of mind and he does get his life sorted, since right now he's 100% going through a midlife crisis, and I think we all need to be behind him because he is only 31 years old, and he made a tweet saying Gamrot is considered a lightweight prospect and I'm considered too old for a lightweight. He's 34 and I'm 31 years old. So tweets like this is what I want to see more of. That sounds like he's looking to get his feet back in MMA. I would love to see a hungry Kevin Lee in PFL in $1 million tournament. I feel like that will give him a goal to chase and put him in the right state of mind to train like a champion again. At 31 years old, you don't just get watched for no reason. There was a clear motivation issue, and with all that experience he gained during the UFC, that's what he needed for the PFL. The PFL is going to be a cakewalk compared to the murderers where he fought in the UFC, and he has a really high chance of winning the tournament there, in my opinion. Guys, if you could do me a favor, I'm about to say a special message for Kevin Lee, so if someone could please clip this, what I'm about to say, and send it to him through Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Kevin, listen up. You're clearly going through a rough patch in your life, and it's clear to see. Some would suggest you're going through a midlife crisis, but never mind that. Kevin, we want to see you primed up again. We want to see you back in that octagon, so hear me out, buddy. I got the exact roadmap for you to get back to the top. First of all, get your ass in that motherfucking gym. Since we all know you've been slacking, G, it's grind time. Second of all, Kevin, you fought the who's who in the UFC. You've got so much experience against literal UFC champions. You can use that against these fools in the PFL. So my G, just hear me out. You get training in the PFL welterweight tournament in 2025. That's yours for the taking, my brother. We all know the PFL would sign you in a heartbeat. So the ball's in your court, bro. Are you just gonna be another failed UFC fighter that vanished into the abyss? Or are you going to be great? But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. And remember to like and subscribe to hop on the shadow train. Choo choo, hop on the shadow train. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the top.
You tried to break me, but you couldn't tear me apart. I've got a fire inside, gonna ignite and restart. I'm rising up higher than before. With every step I take, I'm closing in on the score.